It's a beautiful day here in the Algarve. There are 8 teams battling it out on the golf course. Welcome to the Junior Team Golf Home Nations Final. We're here at the stunning Morgado Golf Resort for the 25th Junior Team Golf Home Nations Final. Over 1,500 teams have played in qualifying rounds of this competition to try and claim the Home Nations crown. There are representatives from England, Ireland, Scotland and Wales, all aged 18 and under, and all really proud to represent their country. Let's see how some of them got here. Well, we're here at the Junior Team Golf Scotland Final and Crail Golfing Society, one of the world's most outstanding links courses. Formed in 1786, it's the world's 7th oldest golf club, and it combines spectacular views, sublime fairways and some of the world's most challenging holes. The 4 teams that have qualified to be here are Cruden Bay, Haggs Castle, Portleven and Royal Burgess. Well, it looks as if the rain might just hold out, so the teams are in for a treat. So which of our finalists will take the high road, be true Bravehearts and steal the Scottish crown? Let's see them on the course.
I love the Braveheart line. Yes, we're out here in the Crail area. Some lovely golf courses around this part of the world, that's for sure, including Haggs Castle, represented here by Andrew Forbes. And a bit more work to be done there as well. That was not an easy shot though, and this won't be easy either for Murray Sinclair from Portleven. Oh, we've all done that in our time and all wish we hadn't. Thing is to keep your nerve, not rush it. So this is 3rd shot now. Oh, well, it's all turning out to be rather horrible, I'm afraid, on this hole for Murray. Alex Sutherland next from Cruden Bay. Cruden Bay made it to the finals last year. But this for par now, he really has made life very, very difficult for himself with that poor first attempted chip. It's horrid this, isn't it? This ball will just not go down. I'm sure the heart is beating. This, on the other hand, is a birdie chance for Andrew. Not quite. It might look a little scrappy, but these conditions, I can assure you, extremely testing, as links golf in Scotland has always been. Well, finally down. Well done, kept his nerve. The trolley's, by the way, parked off the green, as the rules of the game demand. It's a cool and an overcast day, which is why they're well wrapped up to watch, but they wouldn't be anywhere else. Robbie Main, 419 yards this, the player from Royal Burgess. High up into the sky, bounding along nicely, but a few nooks and crannies along the way to negotiate still. William Lloyd is next in our camera lens. Oof, that just settled down. It's not too deep, that rough. Kerr Brooks, he's going along very nicely. He's reached the 8th, in good shape, very good shape, scoring well. Well, very similar to the last shot. Well, that's another pursuit. I'd rather be on the golf course, wouldn't you? And the flag blowing briskly. Second shot here then for Robbie. Pretty good, in fact very good. Yes, from where he was, that's an excellent result. William would like to get even closer. Oh, nice swing, nice style. Again, we see Kerr Brooks here, dressed all in black today. Remember Gary Player used to be the man in black, didn't the great golfer from South Africa? Still going, by the way. One of the most erudite of golfers. I'm sure Kerr will talk pretty well about his game today as well. But this is a third shot for William. And that's very well judged. It's just got to slide by a little bit, but he's a fraction unlucky there. There's nothing wrong with the shot at all. Just took a bit of a hard bounce. Well, it's an outside opportunity for birdie. Long, long way down there. It's got a good run. Oh, he'd settle for that. If you'd have told him he could have put his ball there, he would have taken that. So Robbie, coming from right to left, not quite giving it enough. Can hear a buggy car in the background. Nothing puts the players off though, but one marker already there, just a couple of feet away. 4 feet left on that last putt. This should be safe enough. Nicely done. Very nicely done indeed. You can see even the conditions are difficult for the players with keeping composure, even wiping their eyes, but the odd tear forming in the cold. Well, they've all loved their golf up in Scotland. And Brooks at level, but oh, it's another one that gets away. They all seem to spring back at him. Not a hole he would wish to remember. For Kerr Brooks, having done so well up until that point, but good round of golf nonetheless. And you see one of the hot bunkers here on the course, a feature of Scottish golf courses.
Well, we're absolutely delighted to welcome you here. We're very supportive of junior golf at Crail, and we're really pleased that so many teams and supporters have turned up today. We have two courses here, the old Balcomia Links, which is 125 years old next year, and Craighead Links, which was designed by Gil Hanse, the Olympic architect, and it's 21 years old this year as well.
So back out onto the golf course here. So we move to the 14th, par 3. For Fraser Wanstall from Royal Burgess. You can see all the way to the flag, and he's almost hit all the way to the flag. Not quite, but what a lovely elevated tee this one is. Very inviting for Kobe Buchan from Cruden Bay, for near Peterhead and Aberdeen. Yeah, he got the sound he was listening for, because it landed on the flat stuff. Louis Fleming from Hags Castle. 3 excellent looking tee shots and 3 pretty good results. It's going to leave him about 25, 30 feet maybe, still trickling. So Buchan's second here. It's one of those could, might, should make it. A long uphill putt for Wanstall. Slightly difficult to judge the distance for him there. The ball seemed to be just beneath his feet a little. But this is for birdie for Fleming maybe. Long, long way to the hole though. And not a gimme by any means. Buchan's par putt, and this looks excellent. It is excellent, really well judged, and that was a pressure putt for him, so well played. So Kobe Buchan safely in the hole. What for Fraser Wanstall next? On the line and right into the middle, right into the cup. You've seen some good golf around the greens here. The odd blemish, but anybody who's ever played this game knows that that's going to happen. Those are no problem. And a lovely scenic view here of the golf course. Westland we know is capable of some really excellent golf. Fires it in at the pin. That's a brilliant shot. Absolutely brilliant shot from Callum. 205 yards this hole. Let's see how Josh Lamond does. If he matches Callum there, he'll be well pleased. Asking a lot. Asking a bit too much. Still got an awkward little chip in. At least he missed the sand. And making up the trio is Evan Fulton from Portland. Looks dead on line. Has it got the legs? Not quite. Not quite as good as Callum Westland's effort. Well, that was nice. He got the height. Just unlucky the ball spun away on landing for Evan there. More work for Josh. He's also got the height. This will be hard to stop. It may go off the putting surface. It does. Then it trickles on and on and on and on as Callum goes through his putting routines. You can never practice too much at this game. Up and over. Got to get it over that fringe first of all, but there's still a good, 8 to 10 feet left in this one for Evan Fulton. Not quite emphatic enough on the putting stroke. Didn't quite have the belief there, so it will be a bogey 4. And we'll leave the flag out as we see whether Callum can make the birdie. It's an exceptional round of golf from him. Oh, agonising, but still a super effort. Bogey putt for Josh Lamond. Double. That's a terrible way to finish a round of golf. You can have a super round and then you just get that blemish at the end. It'll be a tap in here though for Callum Westland. It is, and he's rounded a net 64 from a 12 handicap. You don't get many days like that. Well played, Callum, indeed. Great effort. So, Cruden Bay and Hags Castle have booked their places for Morgado. Callum Westland with the best net score and Kerr Brooks with the best gross. And I think all the players are happy to get away from the course, the windswept course, and into the warmth of the clubhouse for the presentation.
Obviously it's an unbelievable achievement. Last year we were in the Scottish final as well, but obviously we came second, so to go one step further this year and come first, it's an unbelievable achievement for all the boys and for the club as well.
From the coastal fairways of Crail in Scotland, we're here at Mannings Heath Golf Club in Horsham for the Junior Team Golf England final. Designed in 1917 by Henry Colt, it's set in areas of outstanding natural beauty with spectacular views across the English countryside and to the Southern Downs. Well, there are 6 teams that have qualified for the England final, and they are Bramshaw, Hexham, Huddersfield, Thirsk Northallerton, Ragbarn and Windlesham. Well, it looks set to stay really fair this afternoon, and with just a slight breeze, we've got to work out which of our teams have got steely determination to overcome the opposition, grab the England title and book a place in the Home Nations final. Let's go and see how they're getting on.
Well, our cameraman's getting on very fine. That is the most beautiful picture of the week. Gorgeous wildlife out on the course here. James White's on the course as well, representing Ragbarn, who have made the finals before. Club in Wiltshire, and you can see it's a big green to aim at from where he was. He'll settle for that, I think. Yeah, a thumbs up. Now Max Reed. Looks to strike it well. Looks to be heading for the green, and is, and dropped absolutely dead. And he'd certainly settle for that. Julia Tchaikovska from Fersken North Allerton, delightful golf course up in North Yorkshire. And that is a delightful shot as well. Well, she'd be well pleased with that. Yep, don't mind pushing the trolley. Gonna go uphill though. Man, they're young enough, aren't they? So White's birdie chance. It's a long, long way out. But there won't be much break on this at all. As you can see, it's absolutely dead straight. He was dead on line, but he's still got 3 or 4 feet to go. Max Reed with his birdie chance. These 3 balls. That was never really gave that much of a hope at all. Well, let's hope that Julie can make it. She deserves the birdie from that tee shot. Oh, agonising. Still a very, very good par. When you're standing on the tee, if somebody says, we'll give you a par, you take it. And she definitely takes it. And White can still get his par. Reed, of course, can get his par. He's only got, oh dear, too firm, too ambitious. And now he suddenly finds himself with a bogey putt that he didn't need. Oh, well, no comment necessary. Bit too much backswing, if anything, I think. That was a shame. That's a real throwaway after that tee shot. Consoling words from Juliet. She got her part. And yep, there are all manner of ways of getting par, and that's another of them. Well played, boys and girls. It's a lovely aspect, isn't it, here?
The club is very supportive of junior golf, and as a result of that, hosting a tournament like this is always a boost to the club's own juniors. We had the regional final here last year, and to move on to have the national final here this year is a big boost to us.
Well, the course is in superb condition, even though it has been quite wet recently. Are there any plans to do anything special with the club?
Well, the club was taken over by a new company 3.5 years ago, and the new organisation have put significant investment into the club, clubhouse, course, and we see the benefit of that as members, and they continue to invest in the whole infrastructure here.
And I understand there's not just golf courses here, there's a superb vineyard.
As this is a junior tournament, I thought about not mentioning the wines, but yes, and I hope the parents enjoy a glass of the wine, which is currently from South Africa, but we have got a vineyard with sparkling white wine vines on it, and soon there'll be wine from the estate served in the clubhouse.
Wise words as we pick up Jake Reed on the 10th, representing Hexham, that delightful golf course up in Northumberland. Always very welcoming there. But I'm not quite sure what part of the course is welcoming that ball. Not where he wanted to be, that is for sure. Danny Coombs from Bramshaw, who've really produced some excellent young golfers over the last few years. And here's another of them. He does find the putting surface. Huddersfield is the home course for Jessica Hosking. Good height on this. Right on line, and terrific backspin on that, but still a good effort. Nice from Jessica. Well, this is where that ball ended up. It could have gone absolutely anywhere. That's a very good response, actually, from Jake. Very good. Second shot for Danny. Chipping. Some people might putt from there. Right on the leaf. So the birdie putt for the girl from Huddersfield. He's allowed to move the leaf. He's allowed to put the ball in the hole as well. Very, very well done. Nerveless. Now this is a toughie for par. Yep. Always likely to be bogey after the tee shot. That's what cost him there. You live and learn with every single round. Here is Jamie Bone, also from Hexham. Ooh, that's one of those that you're just desperate to see where it's finished up. You hope you've got a shot in. Not an easy one for Joseph Buenfeld either. Didn't seem to get a very good connection. No, it was a tough lie down there. Take your medicine. Harry Mole, who plays off scratch, would you believe, at his age. Takes a good divot, and oh, that's a superb shot that anybody would be proud of. That's it, off you go. You've got to go all the way back. That's part of the game. Well done, young man. So, third shot here for Joseph. Really needs to make this one pay for himself. Get it close. Yeah, good. Very good. No point in thinking about the previous shot. Concentration required for Jamie. This is just going from bad to worse from him, I'm afraid, at this hole. Rather exasperated. On the 18th as well. What a time for the game to get ragged. No backswing here. As a result of which he stabs it out and can't get any stop on the ball at all. What a shame. You can play 17 holes almost perfectly, and then the 18th goes and lets you down. That's the game. And those never go in, do they, either? Hopefully this one will. Yep. Well done, you live and you learn. But it will be a bogey. Joseph to get the par. Very good from the situation he was in. Again, had problems off the tee, but he finished well. Hence the little fist bump. And for Harry, well, that's why he's off scratch. He's a very, very promising young player. Remember the name, Harry Mole of Huddersfield. And they will all remember this result, especially those players from Bramshaw in Hampshire and Windlesham in Surrey, because they have booked their spots in the finals in Mogado. Excellent scoring all round individually.
It's stunning, really, because I mean this group of youngsters I've known for a lot of years now, and they've grown up at Bramshaw, played some great junior golf, and here they are, strapping lads, and I'm not needed anymore. But they're a superb team.
Well played, boys, and these are the 8 teams from Scotland, from England, from Ireland and from Wales who have made it through to the final.
Well, I'm joined again by Alan Tate, who's a PGA professional and ex-European Tour player. Alan, welcome back.
Thanks for having me. Nowhere I would rather be, not a cloud in the sky, so happy to be here.
And were you looking forward to anything in particular this week?
Yeah, I've been lucky enough. I've played both courses this week, and the greens are absolutely fantastic, really fast. Course is looking lovely, but the greens are tough as well. You know, although they're beautiful, they run really true. If you get on the wrong side of some of these pins, really, really tough to get down in 2 putts. But great opportunity for the kids this week. You know, on the TV cameras, mum and dad, all the clubs are here watching. Just a great atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to just seeing some high quality golf off some up and coming kids yet again. Fantastic.
Well, thanks, Alan. Let's join the action after the break. Well, we're here at the beach for a little bit of R&R. It's midway in the competition, and we thought we ought to bring some of the guys out and have a little bit of fun here on this beautiful beach in Portugal. Alan's devised a special competition.
Positioned a little bin there, guys, about 10-15 yards away, and we're going to try and pitch into the bin. And I'll go first, Shobha, so try and lead the way here. Yep, so play it like a little bunker shot. Oh, just missed. Right, who's up next? Oh. Here we go. Oh, good line, just a little bit short. Oh, a little bit clean again. There we go.
Oh.
There you go.
There, oh, so
good
close.
effort.
Well, let's have a look at the competition format. In this first stage, 8 teams play round-robin matches in 2 pools, each having 3 4-balls in each interclub match and 2 match-play games in each 4-ball. Well, it's the final day of the pool stages and it's going to be crunch time for some of the teams. Let's go to the leaderboard to see the standings. In Pool A, after 2 days, Pyle and Kenfig look invincible, having won both their matches. And either Bramshaw or Cruden Bay could sneak the 3rd and 4th playoff spot, both having won and lost a match each. Seems that Pyle and Kenfig have got it all sewn up, or am I wrong?
Well, it looks that way. They're very strong favourites, having won 2 out of 2. Today they're playing Cruden Bay, the club who are just north of Aberdeen. And Cruden Bay, if they can beat Pyle and Kenfig by a large amount, 5-1, 6-0, they could overhaul Pyle and Kenfig. So it's not done and dusted quite yet, but Pyle and Kenfig are in a very, very strong position. It would really take a minor miracle to overturn that one.
Well, let's just see if Pyle and Kenfig can make it. Let's go to the action.
We came 4th last year, so obviously we'll be looking to, if we can't get into the top 2, then at least get in the 3rd, 4th playoff and try and either better or equal what we did last year.
Last year was the first time ever we'd qualified for it, and with a quite experienced team. The boys have done great to get here.
The golf course, the setup is great. The whole week has run really, really well.
Been really good achievement. The squad we've had has been class. Everything we've asked of them, they've done. Yeah, they deserve it. There's no point coming to a tournament to not win, is there? So that's what we're here for.
If it does mean that we go home with a trophy, then wonderful. But actually, the experience is more important to them.
In the first 2 matches, Pyle and Kenfig continued their imperious form, with both Fionn Tynan and Sean David victorious over Matty Clacker and Josh Allardyce. However, Cruden Bay began their fight back with Kobe Buchan's convincing win over Sam Peat. Sadly, Cruden Bay's advance was short-lived as Jordan Oliver rocketed Pyle and Kenfig into the championship match with an emphatic victory over Arran Club. But Cruden Bay could not afford to falter if they wanted that 3rd and 4th playoff spot. And this fighting spirit was evident in both Callum Westland's and Alex Sutherland's victories on the 18th over Ellen Tynan and Elliot Watkins for Cruden Bay to tie the match. Well, we're here on the par 3, hole 7 of the Alamosh. Beautiful little hole. Something tells me, Alan, though, halfway round, nearly, the guys might find this a little bit tricky.
Well, you said a beautiful little hole, but it's actually a long hole today, Show. 193 yards we are from the back championship tee here. 193 yards, but it is slightly downhill. However, any wind today, there's only a very slight breeze, is into the golfers, into their faces. So it's a long hit. I've got a 6-iron here, which is going to have to be a well-hit 6-iron. I should maybe hit a little 5-iron, but I'm going to hit the 6, and the green here really slopes severely left to right, and the pin today is cut on the right side. So probably the ideal shot is maybe 15-20 feet left of the pin, and hopefully it'll feed down towards it. Big bunker front left, and there's a big swale short of the green, so you want to hit enough club to make sure you get over that and get somewhere onto the putting green.
Okay, well, let's have a go.
Okay. Well, it's right at the pin. It's looking good.
Well, I think that's probably better than anticipated, isn't it?
I'm delighted with that. It's come up probably 15-16 feet short of the hole, but really anywhere on the green today, in that part of the green is a good shot, so I'm luckily delighted with that.
Good.
It's a massive green here, a lot of undulations, and left of the pin, really the play today is, as I explained back in the tee, but you can see here, if you are left of the pin there, the competitors are going to be left with a really fast putt. It's going to be a wee bit left to right, but because it's uphill, I can give this a little bit of a go, which is good. It was a good roll, just a little bit too high, but it was a nice roll there. I gave it a good effort, and just a birdie chance goes amiss.
We've got a healthy mix of boys and girls within the club, but also in the squad. 3 girls, 2 18-year-olds and a boy of 11.
I think we've played well. I think that the results haven't really done us justice.
You've got to have a good short game, I think, around there. Greens are really fast and sloping, so that's definitely something I've got improved. We came 5th last time we were here. If we could match that, that would be great.
Just enjoy yourselves. You're in Portugal, enjoy your golf. Do as best as you can, really. Don't get too nervous, just enjoy yourself. A win would be nice.
2 years ago we were here, and 7 of the 8 here now were here 2 years ago. So they're very experienced and a mentally tough group of young players.
In losing 2 matches, Thirsk had a point to prove, and Richard Fawcett rose to the challenge with a decisive win over Bramshaw's captain Joe Buenfield. But Elliot Thomas steadied Bramshaw by edging Thirsk's captain Joe Hay on the 18th. Thirsk got their noses in front with Ben Collinson's resounding victory over Bramshaw's Billy Lightfoot. However, Ryan Archer then squeezed past Thirsk's Hope Williams to keep Bramshaw's hopes alive. With eyes firmly on the 3rd and 4th playoff prize, Bramshaw's Anthony Sweeney romped home against Thirsk's Oscar Knowles. But Oscar's big sister Izzy broke Bramshaw's hearts, beating Jake Barney to tie the match and resign Bramshaw to the 5th and 6th playoff. Well, there we have it. True to form, Pyle and Kenfig claim a well-deserved place in the final, with Cruden Bay's heroics against them securing a place in the 3rd and 4th playoff. Brave Bramshaw have to be content with 5th and 6th. In Pool B, Windlesham's young guns proved that age is no obstacle with 2 wins from 2. But unbeaten Muskerry could still snatch the championship spot from them with a win. Hags Castle must beat Wrexham with a Muskerry loss for a 3rd and 4th playoff place.
Well, it's really tight, actually. I mean, Windlesham are in a really strong position. 2 wins out of 2 with maximum points of 4. Muskerry are only 1 point behind them, and those two meet. So this is a big game. If Windlesham win, then they go straight to the final. So there's still a little bit of ifs and buts. Hags Castle in 3rd place are not totally out of it. If they can beat Wrexham and Windlesham do them a favour and beat Muskerry, Hags could actually overtake Muskerry and get into the 3rd, 4th playoff place. So there's still a lot of golf to be played here.
Well, Alan, how about putting your neck on the line? Any predictions?
Well, for me, Windlesham have looked really strong, so I think they'll get the job done this afternoon and say they know they're one match away now from teeing it up in the final, so I'm going to put my neck on the line and I'm going to say Windlesham are going to get the job done.
Well, let's see if you're right.
All right.
Try and encourage the boys to do their best, you know. That's all we've asked, you know. We'd like to win. You know, we've come here for the experience. It's a reward for the boys for what they've put in over the last 3 or 4 years, you know.
I think it's a lot more challenging than the other course because the greens are like very slopey and a lot trickier and faster. It's very fun playing it.
We're incredibly proud. I mean, we've exceeded expectations so far. They're a very young team. They're all thinking we could be doing this for the next 3 or 4 years.
Stay focused, really. We've done it all week. I want our team to win our matches and get into that final group, giving us a chance to win the competition.
With the first 4 matches going down to the 18th, Windlesham were put to a stern test by Muskerry. Joe Silcox and Thomas White's narrow victories over Muskerry's Fionn Hickey and Jack Egan proved that this was to be no easy contest. Windlesham's Josh Gates squeezed a win over Zach Collins, but Stephen Reardon was to claim Muskerry's only score with a halved match against Max Reed. Sadly, this provided no inspiration for Muskerry's tail-enders, and both Ewan O'Shaughnessy and Barry Keane succumbed to Windlesham's Caden Ironside and Jack Kircher for Windlesham's convincing 5.5 half victory and a place in the final.
It's a great experience for them. Many of them, it might be the first time that they've been abroad, first time representing Scotland. I'm very proud of the boys, all of them.
Greens are really fast, just kind of plotting your way around and make sure you're playing to your yardages and sticking to your strengths, just not going for things when you don't have to, just kind of sticking to your game plan.
I like the course, it's tight, you've got to be clever about the shots you hit and what clubs to choose. Stay focused.
There's 2 fantastic golf courses out there, the sun's out, it's everything you want as a golfer. I like to win, but I want them to go out there to have fun.
Hags Castle knew that this was a must-win match if they were to stand any chance for the 3rd and 4th playoffs, and Louis Fleming got the ball rolling with a convincing win over Jack Williams. But Wrexham's Macy Roberts fought back to just beat Kerr Brooks. Hags were not about to let this derail their mission, and so Thomas Rankin's win against Wrexham's Owen Butler, plus Andrew Forbes' resounding victory over Dylan Jones, steadied his team's nerves. But it was Wrexham's unbeaten hero David Williams' fight back to beat Johnny Robertson and Joe Baines' triumph over Hags' Bobby Gray on the 17th that dashed Hags Castle's hopes and tied the match 3-3. So the youngsters from Windlesham show the older teams how it's done to become worthy finalists. Hags Castle's failure to beat Wrexham means that Muskerry can now claim their place in the 3rd and 4th playoffs. So the Babes of Windlesham, the only winners of all their matches, play Pyle and Kenfig in the final. Cruden Bay's heroics against Pyle and Kenfig grants them a 3rd and 4th playoff against Muskerry. Bramshaw and Hags Castle will rue missed chances as they vie for 5th and 6th place, while Thirsk and Northallerton and Wrexham will reflect on poor early performances for the Wooden Spoon match.
Welcome back to the marvellous golfing resort of Morgado, close to Portimao here on the Portuguese Algarve. Sublime conditions. We couldn't have asked for better, really, as we look ahead to the 3rd-4th playoff game here between Cruden Bay from the Aberdeen region of Scotland, really close to Peterhead, and Muskerry from Cork City.
Last year we made it into the 3rd, 4th playoff as well and came 4th.
Everyone's so proud of them, the parents. We've had a great week. We're ahead of the 3-4 year plan that we've got with the kids because we're going to have the same team for the next 3-4 years. So it's a great opportunity to come back. So the ones that are here, we're just going to get stronger.
We're happy kind of how we've performed for like the first 2 days. So and we've had a great week as well. The weather's been brilliant, so not too annoyed.
Delighted to be out here, and we have families at home envious of us, and
try and get third. That'd be a good week if we get third, and yeah, open the shoulders, hit it hard, see where it goes, and have fun.
I wonder if those Irish eyes will still be smiling at the end of the competition. They're always happy lads, aren't they, out to be out here. This is Sean Norton representing Muskerry. Plays off 9 and he's in the shorts today. Isn't that lovely to see? And the ball high into the blue sky. Looking for a good result, and not bad. A little bit short, but not too bad. We saw Callum here, Callum Westland, play some super golf representing Cruden Bay in the Scottish qualifiers. Very accurate player. Seems to get on hot streaks with his game as well, but that's not really where he wanted to be. Into that bunker, that will be really difficult. Second shot for Sean. I can tell you a bit about Sean. He's obviously a good golfer, goes to college in Cork, but he also represents his club at the Hammer, as we see this shot, which I said was going to be difficult. So hard to stop there. Back to rake the bunker. So a lot of work for Callum Westland here from Cruden Bay. But he does it well, doesn't he? Never seems to flinch, never shirks a challenge at all. Springing his step again now, and all of a sudden Norton's putt looks a little longer. It's for par though. He just had a feeling about that somehow. It just shows what a cruel game this one can be. He's a Rory McIlroy fan, nothing new in that, especially for an Irish player. Fionn Hickey. Nice style, good result, and earns a ripple of applause from the support. Well, Matty Clacker wants to be a mechanical engineer, he says, when he's finished with golf. He's won a few titles in Aberdeen. But first on the putting surface, Hickey. 15-footer. Yes, really well done. And he knows it. Doesn't show any emotion at all. So Clacker, this for birdie. Yeah. We get more and more impressed every year by the way these young players adapt to the conditions and the way they keep their cool. Buchan's got to keep his cool here. He's 2 up at the moment though. A bit of work left in that one in particular, however, for Kobe Buchan. He also played last year. Not going to move, is it? Took a little bobble on the way as well. Collins hoping to finish off. And it trickled in, it doesn't matter. It's in the hole, that's all that matters for Zach. Strong lad, as you can see. Now, it is pronounced Allardyce, not as Sam the manager was wanting to introduce as Sam Allardyce. Definitely Josh Allardyce, playing off 7 in his 3rd year at the Peterhead Academy. And getting some good results here as well. Jack Egan, off scratch, goes to the University College in Cork and represents Munster. Studying finance away, while hoping to keep his scores pretty good here. Can he get the birdie for Cruden Bay? No, he looked at, it was a bit tentative, that, wasn't it? Reaches in for the marker and told not to bother. So Egan 1 up here, and this to seal it. And that's going to be close enough as well. Well, he conceded, I'm sure. And, yep, it is. It's the handshake time, and Jack Egan successful there, just 1 up. And this is the state of play at the moment, then, with Cruden Bay up in 3 matches that are still out there. Muskerry just up in the 1. Now, a familiar face.
Kieran, I've just spotted you on the golf course, looking very official. It's only been, what, 3 or 4 years since you were here as a junior?
Yeah, 3 years. Three years ago, played an event with Bothwell Castle, and here I am now working within the management team, doing the social media, banners around the course. So yeah, thoroughly enjoying it.
And what are the differences you've noticed since you were playing?
Certainly ages within the teams. When I played, all our team were 18 years old, and the finalists, one of the finalists, Windlesham, I believe their average age is about 13 and a half. So it's very good, and all their handicaps are good. So yeah.
Homework to be done. Well, I think he's doing his homework. You never know, do you? Thumbs up from one of the boys. This is Ricky Milne. He's known as Shorty. Can't think why. He's 3 up. Now then, what about this? What about this? Oof, beautifully judged. I thought it was never going to get there, but it did. Short game, excellent for Shorty. Been playing 6 years now. So really has to go in here for Jack Lucy, 3 down. And it's not going to go either. The player who's just changed clubs, by the way, was at the Cobe Club before Muskerry, but it's a win for Ricky by 4 and 2.
Sonia, thank you so much. You've welcomed us here again to Morgado Golf Resort. I wanted to start off by asking you a little bit about yourself. Tell me, when did you first come to Morgado?
Okay, it has been a long trip and amazing trip in our hotels, but I first came to Morgado at the beginning of 2017.
And what was your role there?
Okay, when I started at Morgado, I came from the other hotels with a different position, and then I came to be the hotel manager of Morgado, so everything was new to me. It was a big challenge, and I'm very proud to still here after 4 years.
And what was your first big event?
My first big event was a very special event named Junior Team Tournament.
So you welcomed us here as your first big event then?
At Morgado, yes, and we are here for the 4th consecutive year. It's a pleasure for me.
Okay. So what do you like best about working in Morgado?
Okay, first of all, I think that we need to love what we do, and I really do. Then we have a wonderful team. I also love the contact with the guests, and I think that it's not wrong to say that this is a paradise. So altogether makes my job very easier.
And as far as the juniors are concerned, I mean, they love coming here. What do you like especially about having the juniors here?
I love all the week and all the experience that they also bring to us, because I think we can get more rich also with the experience that our guests share with us. I love to see them play. I love to see them around Morgado with some activities. They are very friendly to us, so it's a pleasure for me to do it since the beginning until the end.
Now this is a man who's called club, and he's got the club in his hands as well, and Cruden Bay are marching towards victory, it would seem. He's got a good chance as well, off the fringe. And you don't mind pushing your own trolley on a day like today. Up against Stephen Reardon. Stephen from Ballincollig also plays football, as most of these lads do. And they all have their idols. Club also caddies at Cruden Bay when he's not playing. I'm sure he enjoys this part of golf though, although he's given himself rather a lot to do there. It's surprising, that one. Tells us he enjoys dodgeball and basketball. Good attempt, very, very good attempt from Reardon. But club for par. And par it is, nerveless. You can tell from his reaction as well, and that seals it for him. One up, good match that one. Club takes the spoils. So here we have the final result. Cruden Bay 4.5 to Muskerry's 1.5. Their only winner was Jack Egan.
Well, congratulations to Cruden Bay third place winners. After the break with the final, and we spoke to the teams on the eve of the biggest match of their young golfing careers.
We're young and they're getting a lot of experience from this competition especially.
The team talk is about using their shots wisely, making sure they don't try and keep up with the bigger lads off the tee and just play their own games.
This is match play, so you can be aggressive at pins, be aggressive off the drive. And we're here in the final now and we're going to really give it a go.
And they just enjoy themselves, they're super relaxed. They've been brilliant together as a team. Came here to win, but experience for them all is the most important bit, I think.
The boys and girls, they deserve it so much, they've worked hard. I don't think we have to change anything, we play our own game and it should be good enough to get the win.
We're looking forward to it. I hope you are. Join us for the final after the break.
Welcome back, and it's here, the Junior Team Golf Home Nations Final. And our finalists are Windlesham and Pyle and Kenfig. Alan, what does today hold for us?
Well, we've had some fantastic golf all week and I'm sure there'll be much more of that today, but there's been some great individual performances this week, but I'm really looking forward to seeing these two teams going at it. The team spirit this week I've been really impressed with. We've seen the kids playing table tennis together, we've seen them larking about in the pool, and that's so important with team events, that everyone gets on well and they're all pulling for each other. So I'm excited about today. I'm sure we'll see lots of great golf.
I'm sure we will, and we are actually joined by the two captains of Windlesham and Pyle and Kenfig, Joe and Jordan. Welcome and congratulations on getting here so far. So, Joe, what do you feel?
Yeah, really excited to just get out there. I think the boys are all excited and just out there to have fun today and do have some nice, play some nice golf.
How about you, Jordan?
I'm just extremely proud of the lot of us. We've done everything except from win now. We're here, we've come to win it all. So. Yeah, I'm just really proud of us, all of us.
Well, guys, all I can say is have a brilliant, brilliant match and may the best team win.
Cheers, thank you.
Good luck, guys.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Well said, that lady. And here are the lineups then. Pyle and Kenfig there with their handicaps for you. Tom Peters, you see, the one man off scratch for them. For Windlesham, Caden Ironside is the highest handicapper.
Well, I'm here again with Alan Tate. This is the Morgado course and it's finals day. Hole 3, the first par 5 they'll come across. How are the juniors going to be feeling?
Yeah, and it's a long par 5 show, but it's nearly 580 yards par 5. Today a little bit easier with the wind at your back, which is good, but it's very much a risk-reward hole. There's water all down the left side and the hole actually goes right to left, so if you can hug that left side as much as you can, it's going to shorten the hole and possibly get up and 2 and a good birdie chance. But hopefully at this point the competitors, the kids, have had a couple of steady pars and they can open up their shoulders a little bit here, par 5. And as I say, if they want to cut the corner a little bit, it's a little bit risky, but it'll certainly shorten the hole. But for old guys like myself, I'll maybe just knock it down the middle.
Well, let's see how you get on.
Oh, it's just about perfect there.
I don't think you could ask for anything better, could
No,
you?
that's pretty good there. So, as I say, I think if you're really brave, you could go a fraction left of that, but you wouldn't want to be too much further left than that. I think that's pretty much ideal there.
Let's go and find out.
All righty.
Well, actually, Alan, I don't think you could have been any more perfect in your judgment there. It's an absolutely fantastic lie.
It's not bad, is it? Yeah, I mean, I think I could probably have went a little bit further left just to cut off a little bit more of the dog leg to make the hole a little bit shorter, but I can't really complain with this, to be honest with you. But I'm really in between, I'm in two minds here what to do, Shobha. It's right on the bubble for me to get everything out of this little 3-wood to get on that green. So some of the kids might be thinking, do they just maybe play from here a 7-iron or an 8-iron down towards those two bunkers on the left, which will leave them a nice little lob wedge from about 100 yards, or do they try and squeeze one and try and hit it as hard as they can and get it as far up there and possibly onto the green? So I think that's what I'm going to do. I think this is maybe slightly out of my reach, but I'm looking at it, I'm thinking, well, even if I don't reach it, it shouldn't really be in too much trouble. There's a couple of bunkers at the left side of the green, but they're right at the green. So if I go in there, you know, it's not the end of the world. So I'm going to give this a go anyway, see what happens.
Well, let's have a go.
Let's go. Well, I'll tell you, I've hit it well.
Has it reached the green?
Gone a little bit left, but I got plenty of height on it, which was good with the wind at our back here. So can't quite tell, you know, with the glare, how close that is to the green. But to be fair, I couldn't have hit the drive much better, and I couldn't have hit that much better. So we'll see how we got on.
Let's have a look. Is this what you thought you were getting?
I thought it'd be a little bit closer to the green, I must admit. And I think, Shobha, I've left myself in a sort of a difficult range chip. This is probably an easier shot if I was 20 yards further back and I could hit like a full high lob wedge onto the green, or about another 20 yards forward where we are, where we could just play a nice little pitch and run. But I'm in a sort of awkward distance here, about 50, 60 yards, and not a lot of green to work with. So this has not been the most cleverest play ever. As I say, I could probably have, in hindsight, if I was to play it again, I would probably have hit less club and left myself maybe a full 100 yards third shot in instead of this awkward distance. But we're here.
Exactly.
We have to get on with it, and we just need to try and see what we can do.
I have full confidence.
Okay, thank you. Oh.
Just slipped at the edge.
Do you know, another yard and that was perfect. It just caught the upslope of the green. Another yard and that would have skipped on towards the flag lovely, but only me to blame. As I say, that was quite a tough little shot there, and I played it well. I was happy how I connected with it, but as I say, it just came up a little bit short, and I've left myself probably 25 feet short. So,
how's your putting these days?
Well, let's find out.
Well, Alan, it's probably not exactly where you wanted to be, is it?
Well, you know, I mean, I was delighted with the drive and I was delighted with the second shot, but as I said back there, I left myself in a really awkward situation with the length of third shot I had. So I think in hindsight, you know, I think if the kids cannot get up in two, if your mind's made up, you cannot reach the green, then this green here, it's quite narrow from front to back. You'll be much better coming from further back than I was with the third shot, maybe about 100 yards, where you can get more height on it, and the ball can come down and land so much softer. As I say, it's my fault. I should have been in a better position than we are here. I should have been much closer for birdie chance, but it is what it is. It was a bit poor course management on my side, but I'm sure the kids won't make the same mistake.
Oh well, it's an uphill putt. Let's see how you get on.
All right. It was a bit of a dribbler. Never a little bit left to right, and I never really got the pace on it. It was always just dying away a little bit. So it's a par 5. It's not a short drop, but I think today, with the way the wind is coming down here, I think most of the competitors will be looking to pick up a shot here. So it's you know, 5's no disaster, but today this is one of the very few really good birdie chances if you play the hole correctly.
Of course.
But we have a look first at Fionn Tynan, who's off to Arkansas next year, off to university. She's already won a title in Florida. And that looks in decent shape. Always important for the team to get off to a good start. This is the top match, really. Silcock, such an accomplished player. 17 years of age. Goes to a golf college. And this one's bounding along quite nicely, straight down the middle. He's actually related to an Olympic gold medalist. Remember Chris Boardman? Individual pursuit champion in Barcelona, 92. But this is the present, and this is Fionn, 16 years of age. Been playing since the age of 8. Yeah, keep the clubs clean. Really good swing, this. Almost casual, but has the desired result, and there is a fantastic shot. That really is a brilliant shot. This is going to be a terrific game. So 1 down, but that's a super shot from that position. Birdie chance. Missed. Oh, he could rue that. Should have taken that one, really. So, this also for birdie. Yes. Well done. What a good recovery that was from the position she was in off the tee. Thomas White. Long, long way and slightly uphill, so the temptation is sometimes you overhit, but on this occasion I think he's just slightly, it didn't quite come out of the middle, shall we put it that way. David in a great position here, 3 up already. Sean David, 16 years of age, and knows the way to the hole, doesn't he? Already played in an Italian Open event. So 4 and 3 for Sean David. First points go to Pyle and Kenfig. The Welsh strike first.
We're under the cosh a little bit at the moment. We're looking for a miracle at Morgado, I think. The shot situation are heavily loaded at the front end of the course and then the back end, so our guys need to have held out in between, but I think they've let a few holes slip away and they need a bit of catching up now.
But you've still held that little bit of hope?
Absolutely, yeah, we'll never give in, but I think we've got our work cut out.
Well, you have a very young team, and how their heads are up, are they?
Yeah, no, they're all good guys. I think they've come up against a bit of experience today, and hopefully they'll take that away, whatever the result, and gain from it.
Well, I wish them all the best.
Thank you very much indeed.
Back with the top match here and with Silcock. We've seen some impressive golf from both these players, and this continues to be absolutely top-rate golf, and that is greatly appreciated by those watchers. Looks so calm about it, doesn't he? But you take nothing for granted in this match. And here she hits back. Well played, Fionn, as well. Former English Girls Under-14 champion. Maybe 1 down, but she's still very much alive in the match on the 18th, and holds. Brilliant. Really, really good. Nerveless. So Silcock for the birdie, for the win. Oh. But good enough because of the handicap system. Jo Silcock takes the match 1 up.
Well, I'm here with Georges Papin, who is the golf director at Morgado Golf Resort. Georges, thank you once again for having us here.
Thank you, you're welcome.
And we've been here 4 times now with the Junior Team Golf Home Nations final. What does it mean to you to have the final here?
Well, fantastic to have those young boys here, playing the course, enjoying the sunshine. The course is, I think, in very good shape. I think they enjoy very much, so it's a pleasure to have them here, all of you.
What have they found this week on the courses? The Morgado greens and the Paramosh greens, they're quite fast.
Yes, they are, yes. We want to have a good setup for them, and I think we succeed. The course is competitive, so I think they enjoy truly the golf course, yes.
Okay, and are you looking forward to having them back again?
Oh, yes, I hope so, yes.
Well,
with pleasure.
If you'll have us, we'd love to come again.
Thank you. You're welcome. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Not such a good position for Gates here, 3 down. His match representing Windlesham. Windlesham, one of the newer golf courses, 25 years old. Designed by Tommy Horton, the late Tommy Horton. But the match situation is 1-1, and the quality of golf continues to impress. It really does. Gates really does need this to stay alive. It's a birdie putt for him, but it's a long, long one and an outside chance, which he takes. Excellent. Look at that. There's an extra spring in that step for Joshua. Playing off 11. Still 2 down, though. So he's still got work to do. Happy snappers there. As we go to Tom Peat here. Comes from Neath. He's already had a round of 66 at his own club, 5 under par. Bit too much there. Finger biting time. Now I can tell you all about Sam Dobris. He's known as Dobby, not surprising. He's a fan of Jordan Spieth, not surprising. He's won a 3-day men's event at Grantown-on-Spey, and he's a goalkeeper for Windlesham United. And he's a useful golfer, look at that. But the match is on a knife edge with Tom Peat. Not quite. It was always just going to slither by somehow for Tom there. Club Junior champion 4 years in a row, but all square. This match is building up into something terrific. It really is very, very tight, as you can see. Both sides have got 1 point on the board, and elsewhere, there's not a lot in it. Pyle and Kenfig just with their noses ahead.
Matt, it's all a bit nerve-wracking. How's it all going?
Seems very positive at the moment, I'll be honest, but I'm not counting anything yet. We'll finish all the games and then we'll wait till the end and see what happens. But yeah, I'm very pleased at the moment. They're looking good.
Any outstanding sort of performances so far?
Well, this first game has been a fantastic game. Fion's 4, maybe 5 under. And I think it's Joe is also playing very, very well. They've had a proper game, and which is lovely. First game out, so they're fabulous. All of them been today.
So all to play for.
All to play for. I think it looks very good.
Good. Well done.
No problem. Thank you.
They're all very proud, aren't they? And so they should be. Now then, Tom, all square, needs it. Oh, it just clips the hole. And that's a shame for him. So Sam Dobris wins 1 up. Great to see all the parental support out here on the course as well.
Hi Vicky. It's all a bit tense at the moment with the latter end of the match. How's your boy doing?
He's holding up. It's been a battle, but he's doing really well. He's 2 under at the moment, so we've just got to fight for the last 2 holes.
And how's the team spirit been?
It's been amazing all the way through. They're really enjoying it, and they've battled on and done us all proud.
Your team's quite a young team.
Very young.
How have they been coping?
Amazingly. We're so proud of them, and every day we're saying that they're holding it together, and they're going out there to win, and that's all they can do. So
all we can do is wish them the very best for the last few holes.
Thank you very much.
Well, here is the son, Max Reed. Goes to the Collingwood College. He had a hole-in-one at the age of 8. I've not seen any holes-in-one today. Throwaway line from him there. But it's shaking hands time, but Jordan Oliver was just too good and won by 2 and 1. Jordan's already been a winner in this particular event with the Vale of Glamorgan. It really is building up to be a terrific climax here, typified by this young man, Gates. He was 3 down, remember, and here he is at the last, giving himself a chance of actually winning the match. Can he win 4 in a row and snatch it? Sam Peat will probably be horrified if he does, but if this doesn't go in... And it's not going to do, it's just missing on the left. Oh, it's unlucky, actually. 16 inches away, that's all. And what a terrific match that was. And congratulations to Joshua Gates from Windlesham there to snatch that one. A vital point with just one match now left on course. And we're picking up Caden Ironside here. Who, by the way, goes on to win the Alan Tate Trophy here. We already know that. One of the few left-handers playing. Not seen too many of those. I won't call him a cack-hander. Birdie putt for him. Decent try as well. Very decent try. That's up against Ellen Tynan, whose sister Fionn was beaten by Joe Silcock in the top match. Can she get a little bit of revenge on behalf of her sister and herself? She certainly can. Well, that was a beautiful putt from Ellen and takes it 3-2, so the match situation absolutely intriguing. So there it is, Pyle and Kenfig 3, Windlesham 3, but by virtue of the better total victory margins, it is the Welsh who take the title, the 3rd Welsh victory in these home international championship matches.
Well, we have it. The Junior Team Golf Home Nations champions are Pyle and Kenfig, and it's been the closest to finals, hasn't it, Alan?
Oh, it's been fantastic. 3 games all. It came down to how many holes up, how many holes down, and Pyle and Kenfig just narrow winners in the end. But it's been a fantastic couple of days. Some great golf, and I'm sure there'll be a few celebratory glasses raised tonight at Pyle and Kenfig Golf Club.
I agree. All we can say is commiserations to Windlesham, congratulations to Pyle and Kenfig. We shall be enjoying the celebrations with the team later on, but from myself and Alan, we'll say goodbye to you for this year and see you again next year.
So 25 years on from the inaugural edition, Pyle and Kenfig have a trophy to exhibit in their Welsh clubhouse. A magnificent team performance. The winners of the individual trophies are running through the bottom of your screen, but as always at this event, there have been numerous winners. The families here to support and cheer on their sons and daughters. Morgado, which again has been an absolutely winning venue. It's been a week to remember for those players and supporters alike. But well done for the final time. To the Welsh, to Pyle and Kenfig, and see you next year.